Hello friends and family of YouTube, Dave from Dave and Purdy here. Boy, do I have a show for you today. We have got a real variety show. You know, here on this channel, that's kind of what we've done. We've been a variety, a little bit of all over the place, I have to admit. So what we've decided to do is we are going to make a separate channel for the RV related stuff, as far as tips and tricks and me showing you other RVs. That kind of stuff is going to be on an RV only channel. And we're going to have down in the description below, you'll see a link to where you can go to our other channel. But this channel is going to continue to remain what it is, which is a variety. So if you like RV related stuff and that's all you want to see, follow our RV channel. If you like the variety that we give you on this channel, it's going to continue to be the same. So with that being said, let me get you some variety. And boy, have we got some funny stuff today. So here it is. Well, if you're wondering what all that racket is, if you can't tell, it is raining here. So that's what's going on. And I've got me a tent set up. I've got a gentleman coming over to look at the axle. Let me see if I can get a view of it. There's the axle. So, you know, I took the axle off of this RV. It got bent, so I put it on Craigslist and I advertised it as a bent axle. And I thought maybe a farmer or somebody might want to make a utility trailer. And so anyway, I got it priced at $40. Got a gentleman coming over to look at it, so I set up the tent so when he got here it wouldn't be raining on both of us. He'd be able to study this thing as much as he needed to and make a decision if this was going to work for him or not. But yeah, even though the axle's bent, I know a lot of people probably would have taken it either to the scrap yard or just thrown it away or whatever. But man, I try to make every buck I can without you know, being too expensive for the next guy. I think $40 is fair. I mean, if he was to buy a new one, it'd be about $225, $235, something like that. So, you know, for $40, he's getting one that he can use around the house. No big deal, but a lot of big savings for him, and I still make a buck out of it too. Well, you can see I'm back under the tent again. This is the tent that I had the axle under, and as you can see, the axle is gone. So I was very clear and precise to the man. He understood that it did have a bow in it. He got to look at it. That's why I did put the tent here. I wanted him to be able to study on that thing as much as he needed to and be sure that he got what he was paying for and knew what he was getting. So anyway, he paid me $40 for it, and that was awesome. So to take something that I really couldn't use myself anymore and get some money out of it was pretty cool. Stuck that on Craigslist, and there it went. As I was talking to this gentleman, he is a retired police officer, and he told me about a ministry that he was doing, and I told him about a small church that I'm aware of that some idiot had stolen the generator from this church. This church did not have electricity. They're going to be trying to build a building, but in the meanwhile, they do not have electricity, and some idiot stole the generator. Man, I'm telling you what, that's a straight way to get a ticket straight to hell right there. Stealing a generator from a church, man, I tell you what. Anyway, what was cool was as I was talking to this gentleman that bought my axle, and he was telling me about his ministry, and I mentioned the fact that this church no longer had electricity. He told me that he had a generator he would like to provide for them. So I got him in connection with the preacher, and they have swapped phone numbers, information, and whatnot. And so now that church will continue to have electricity this weekend, so that is awesome. Pretty cool that I got to be a small part in it, but awesome to know that somebody is that giving to give an item of that value to a church in need. So that was really awesome. Anyway, I took the $40. As y'all know, I like sometimes to tell y'all what I do with the money. I took the $40. We went to, me and Purdy went to a thrift store, and they sell all kind of variety of junk. I took the $40 and I bought 78 or yeah, it was 78 compact disc CDs, music, and I got all 78 of them for $40. So I'll probably sell those $3 to $4. You know, Nashville's Music City, so I won't have a problem selling them there. I'll probably get $300 to $400 out of it. So pretty neat. So I like the fact that I got a new axle. I take the old axle off, sell it for $40. Take that $40, I go buy some CDs with it. I sell those CDs, that money will be more than enough to pay for the axle. So if you ever wonder how do I survive without a job, that's kind of how I do it, folks. I do, you know, the axle did cost me $235, and again, I'll probably do $300 or $400 out of these CDs. So I'll still have a good $150 left over. And that's just one thing, you know, it's just one small picture of my life and in the whole grand scheme of things, but that's how I do it. So anyway, we've got some awesome stuff to show you with our pets. So check this out. Folks, I'd like to introduce you to one of our family members here. This is Opie. Opie is 18 years old. She is blind, but that does not slow her down. She gets around just like any other cat would. She uses her whiskers and she uses her little antennas on top of her head to get around. She does bump into things quite often, but she even jumps up here on the bed, and the bed is, you know, 3 foot high off the ground or so. But man, nothing slows this cat down. I'm telling you what, 18 years old. What's really cute is to see that Muppy is like a protector. Our dog is a protector over Opie because she knows that she's blind, and sometimes our younger cat wants to play with her and it scares the fire out of her. So it's kind of cute to see the dog protecting the cat. She's a good little puppy, ain't you, Muppy? Here's an example of what I'm talking about. I have a young cat here that likes to hunt and kill stuff. I have the dog here that's the protector, and going to the litter box is a blind cat. So the dog is over here to mediate from this murder. This is the Princess of Darkness right here. This is Kiki. She's only two years plus old, so of course she still wants to attack everything, and she's real nosy and likes to be playful, but she can sure enough be a pain, that's for sure. And the dog knows her even best, so the dog sits here in between the two, and she breaks up the fights. Craziness among the house. Well, this morning we came in here to find this sliding door was open, and we also could not find our red-headed blind cat. So we went looking all out into the woods, and Opie was missing. After lengthy investigating, we finally found, well, Purdy found Opie out in the woods. She had been out there for all night long, and we wondered, well, how did the door get open and how did Opie get out? So this view I'm giving you here is right out of our back door, and if you look straight ahead about 200 yards to where the woods really thicken up, that is where Purdy found Opie, and I'll show you a picture that she took when she found her. Well, a little while later, I discovered how the door got open This cat here, the Princess of Darkness, has discovered how to open the sliding glass door. That right, Kiki girl? So she opened the door and Opie got out. So they've been fighting for ever since we've had Kiki. She's a little more than 2 years old, and they have been fighting over Alpha. So I guess Kiki thought, well, I'll open the door. Opie will blindly go out the door, and I won't have to worry about her anymore. But Mom and Daddy went and found her and brought her back home, so Kiki's nightmare is still coming true. She still has to deal with Opie. What a mean, conniving cat. This thing here is just mean. Look at it trying to put on this sweet face. Do you see that? It's just gonna lay there. Isn't it funny that she lays by this pillow with a black cat on it? Well, all is well, but only if it ends well, right? Well, everything did work out okay, and Opie was found. We tried to use Muppy as a tracking dog, but she didn't do any good at that. All she wanted to do was just bark at nothing. She barking at squirrels and all kind of stuff. But anyway, we're glad that Opie was found. Glad that all that's great. But anyway, just wanted to remind you that we do have a new channel starting, and it's going to be nothing but RV related stuff. So just uploaded a video to that channel. So y'all get a chance, please check it out, and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and hit like for this video as well if you don't mind. We do appreciate it, folks. Thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great day. See y'all soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.